See, when you hear load management, we're simply talking about managing the appliances that your inverter is carrying in order to enable it last longer in terms of longevity of the lifetime of the product, and to last longer in terms of the battery life. So most times, most people associate load management to nighttime load, but load management is beyond nighttime load. Load management also involves daytime load. How can you maximize the power of your inverter in such a way that there isn't much wastage? Because you see, especially during the peak afternoons, there's usually a lot of energy that is available that goes into waste. Now, in advanced countries, this energy can be sold back into the grid. But for most developing countries, there is no such option to sell that excess energy into the grid. So I'm going to show you how to maximize your solar system in order to get maximum power in the safest way possible. So the first thing you should understand is that your inverter has something called Power Management System, or PMS. Now this is like a mini computer inside your inverter that enables it to choose where to allocate power and where to get power from. Now your inverter, I'm talking about the hybrid inverters, which we connect with lithium battery systems, has two different sources of power. The first is the grid and the second is your solar. Now if you look at the display on your inverter, you can see how this power flows being illustrated in the inverter. So you also have the battery, and then we have the load, which is the house. If you install a solar system in your home and they tell you this particular solar system can carry so and so, it can pump water, it can carry AC, it doesn't mean it can carry it all the time. There's a best time to use each load that is going to give you maximum power, maximum efficiency. Now during the early hours of the morning, before 8 o'clock, you would have the inverter take power from the battery, assuming you didn't drain the battery at night while you were running your nighttime load. The inverter would simply take power from the battery to the house. Now this is the period where you need to do things like boiling water, you need lights to be able to see, to prepare kids for school, and most people would want to iron and do all those things. This is the wrong period to use large loads. During this period, it is advisable. I'm using, for example, what I'll be doing here is a 3.6 kVA system, 2 kVA inverter. This is our smallest unit. This also applies for Kola 3600 and the likes for solar generators. And the 2400 watt solar, that is 6 times 600 watts solar panel. During these early hours of the morning, you're running purely on battery, so you're still doing nighttime load. So use lights, fans, TVs, charging of stuff, whatever it is that you need. These are the loads that you should use during this early period. Why? Because everything is coming out of the battery. Now you don't want the inverter pulling too much power from the battery per time when it is not being aided by the solar panel, because it aids with the longevity of the battery. You want to stay at a minimum discharge rate as possible. Some of the batteries that we use for our installation give up to 8,000 cycles. This battery is meant to carry you for at least 20 years on solar installation, 20 years of service life. At around 8:30 a.m., the sun comes out. Now, what's happening is that this solar panel would be doing 300 watt output. Depending on the position of the panel, the grade of the panel that was used for the installation, we always advise people to use grade A panels because they give the best efficiency on low light situations. This 300 watts is what this panel would be making available out of the 2400 watts capacity it has. So the inverter is going to focus all that 300 watts on the battery. Now for some inverters, depending on the programming, might still split this power to charge the battery with, let's say, 200 watts while it supplies 100 to the house. So you're going to see a sign on your screen. If you look at how the power flows on the screen of the inverter, you might see something like this: from the battery to the house, and then from the panel to the house. For some inverters, that will channel all this to the house. For other inverters, they will channel all this to the battery and lock out the AC. That means there will be no output. For other inverters, they will still split this 300 watts puts like 100 watts to charge the battery and 200 watts to power the house. Now, during this period, the best thing you can do is to go on basic loads, your light and your fan only. That way, the battery can charge and give you like an hour or 2 hours space to be able to go fully solar. Now, at around 9:30 a.m., this should be giving around 500 watts output. Now, this 500 watts, it means that your house, the battery can be charging with either the full 500 watts or the battery can be charging with 100 watts, while 200 watts can flow to the house to power load. Of course, if you have just your basic load, you would be using less than this. So if you're consuming up to 200 watts, the inverter might decide to leave the battery and pull directly from the solar panel, since the solar panel has 500 watts available, and then use the remaining 300 watts to charge the battery. Now, at around 12 o'clock midday, you should have at least 1,200 watts coming from this 2,400 watts panel. Sometimes it can be up to 1,500 watts depending on the position of the panel, the grade of the panel, and the weather. So what would be happening at this period? Remember, your battery has had several hours to charge. If the house was not pulling too much load, the battery should even be full by now. But if you've been using load from the house, the battery might be partially full and might still need some charging. However, the battery would be consuming less power than it used to because it's now getting full. As the battery charges, it consumes less power. As it charges, it consumes less power. As it charges, it consumes less power. At this period in time, this solar panel is giving out 1,500 watts, 1,200 to 1,500 watts. This power is going to prioritize your consumption. So the power would flow from the panel to the house. Your inverter would use the panel to power the house. This is around 12 noon, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., thereabout. Now, the battery at this point isn't consuming much because it's getting full. If it's 1,500 watts, the panel can put 1,000 watts on the house and around 500 watts for battery charging. That means this battery is resting, it's not discharging at all. So if you are not using up to this 1,000 watts, the inverter would supply only what you need. Everything else would go to the battery. But since the battery is getting full during this period, 12 to 2 p.m., during this period, there is now an excess of power. Power is in excess because the house can be consuming like 500 watts while the battery is already full and you have 1,500 watts available for usage. Now, in developed countries, this is the period where the inverter is going to send this excess power to the grid and then you get paid for it. But for developing countries, we don't have such options. So this is the period where you should use your inverter setup to the maximum by 12 to 2 p.m. Why? Because the solar panel is outputting the maximum output, especially around 2 p.m. when the battery is fully charged. All that power, if you don't utilize it, it is going to waste. If you are using Kohler 3600 or 3600 Plus or any of our modular setups, is either 1P at 3600, 2P at 7200, you can now use your pumping machine. This is the best time to pump water, okay? This is also the best time to use that AC, provided it's 1 horsepower and it's inverter at 3.6 kilowatts battery. So this is what we call load management for daytime. Do not allow this excess power to waste. If you don't have the infrastructure to sell, or for this modular setup, it's 2 kVA. For Kohler 3600 is 1,200 watts, and for Kohler 3600 Plus is 2.2 kVA. That is the period where you need to maximize power. So everything coming from your solar panel doesn't waste. That way, by the time evening comes around 5 p.m., what would happen is that the inverter will channel everything coming from the solar to the house because the battery is assumed to be fully charged. It will take whatever the battery can supply to augment, but the battery won't be discharging as much as it's supposed to discharge because the solar panel is doing the main job and the battery is just assisting. Now, during the night time, that is when this is off and your inverter will display something like this: battery to house. Yes. but then the solar panel is completely off. So the power would go like this. So this is the period where you now need to go back to this. Remember, we call this nighttime load. Your lights, your fans, your TV, your charging of gadgets, and also your refrigerator. Don't allow your refrigerator to come down. If you have 3600 and above, your fridge is supposed to stay on steady. It's not much of a problem. But however, if you want to do extra load management, you can decide to turn it off. But most fridges consume less than 100 watts. So this is the kind of load management you can do on any system that is 3.6 kVA in terms of battery and 1 to 2.2 kVA in terms of inverter. This is the best load management you can do. In the morning before 8:30, stay on your nighttime load, stay on your basic appliances, your lights, your fans, those basic things that don't consume much. Then from 8-9 p.m., allow the battery to charge and catch up. Refrigerator can stay on because the high-grade solar panels can start you off at 300 watts, which is enough to power that fridge and keep the battery charging. This can run from 8:30 to 9:30. Allow the inverter to prioritize charging the battery. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., that is when you can load the system. Use your heavy appliances. The battery will still charge. Once it's 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., turn off those heavy appliances. Of course, most of those heavy appliances are not meant to be on all the time. If your AC is on, switch it off and then stay on your basic loads. This battery would never go down. It's going to stay afloat. It's going to keep you powered up 24/7, provided the weather is complying and the position of the solar panels are okay. This is how you can get 24/7 light with a 2 kVA inverter. So it's a 3.6 kVA battery on any of this range of inverter. If you want to set up this, it's not so expensive. You can give us a call or Hardware House. We can have this running for you. We recommend this system for 1 bedroom, for 2 bedrooms as well, and also a self-contained. But there are smaller units for self-contained that can run your loads as well, so you don't need to spend so much. But you can have this setup with around 1.85 million naira, and you have 24/7 lights, your AC, your pumping machine. Provided you use this load management system, we're telling you you're gonna have lights 24/7. I'm Justin. Bye bye.